Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chatting Breeze, episode 23. This week, we've got none other than Hella stepping into CB Towers for a wicked conversation that does mainly cover MC-related business, because he's the first ever MC we've had on the podcast. So, yeah, we covered a lot of bases with that. Spoke about that, MC culture, sort of where it used to be. It was really interesting because he's been in Bristol for a lot longer than I have, so it was great to hear about sort of the origins, not the origins, but like sort of how things were in the Bristol scene like 10 years ago, how much more MC focused things seemed to be then as compared to now. Spoke about legal advice, spoke about trying to kill a mouse with a ladder, spoke about all manner of things really. Yeah, if this sounds any different, which I'm sure it probably doesn't, because let's face it, I don't have any audio files listening to this podcast. I've just brought a new interface, so that is why. As always, this one has been out on the Belts Club for a week. Patreon.com/belters. I just dropped our next compilation up on there. All the members get it for free. So yeah, get over there if you want some tasty dubs and early pods. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something, but oh yeah. The last like 5 minutes of video for this podcast just got fucking corrupted for some reason. So I've just cut the video like 5 minutes before the end, but the audio is still there, so you're all good. Right, I'm gonna let you crack on now. Patreon.com/belters, rate 5 on Spotify, like it, share it, show your mum, whatever, safe. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
fat way
synced up,
forward.
baby.
Let's get it.
I'm too high now, for fuck's sake. There we go, that's better.
Nice.
What do you think about that light? Do you think the light needs moving?
Well,
really-
I'm black as shit, so I'm short-sighted as fuck. So it looks like you're.
Are you a lighting man? You know,
Yeah, I'm a little bit of lighting, man.
I ain't
but
got
I can't
the
tell if you look maybe overexposed.
I mean, I always look overexposed, but I always color correct it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, then you're fine then. It's better to be overexposed than underexposed. By the
You
way.
think so?
Yeah, because you can always make things like darker and be fine.
Okay.
You can't make things brighter because then you like increase noise and shit.
Sure. This is all news to me. I've got a fucking Scooby, mate. I just put that there, and I'm like, I hope it does its thing, and then we'll just fucking.
And then
leave
just
it.
like, yeah, we'll do
it makes it look well professional. Then you know.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chatting Breeze, episode 23, I think. This week we have a very special guest.
Hello.
He's here, sat right next to me, ladies and gentlemen. The man, the myth, Hella is in the Chatting Breeze studio.
This is where you add like sound effects. It's like,
Yeah, we go like the applause and the screaming and the throwing up noises, that sort of thing. Yeah,
Thank you for having me. Honestly,
mate.
We've been trying to do this for a while.
We have, yeah. I'm not sure whose fault that is, but
me.
Okay, there we go.
Notoriously known for awful replying.
I mean, isn't that just classic DJs?
Yeah, it's what we do.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
It comes as part of the package.
Exactly. But thank you for finding time in your no doubt incredibly busy schedule
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to
come to Chatting Breeze Towers to have a chat with me. You're actually the first MC. Oh. No, we had No Nation on. We had No Nation on. So I can't decide whether I'm going to cut that out or not.
Nah, keep that 100%.
Yeah, that's staying in. You are the first MC
that
we've had on the podcast.
Let's go.
What I was going to ask initially was, what came first for you, like the lyrics or the tunes?
Lyrics.
Yeah.
Lyrics, yeah. I started MCing when I was like 13.
Really?
13, yeah, but it was just like in my bedroom.
Yeah.
It was the time when Fix Up Look Sharp and that album came out. I heard that and I was like, I want to do that.
Huge.
And then just kept on going until college, and then came here. And then I think it was when I was 18, Coma or Sheepy the dubstep producer was like, oh, try producing. And then I started producing.
Interesting. Yeah. Were you like spitting in the schoolyard and shit?
Yeah. We had what was it? Freestyle Fridays in the cage. It's like the smoking era. Literally.
You're joking.
Nah, not even joking. Me and this guy called Hugh Dem. Shout out Hugh Dem.
Shout out Hugh Dem.
My guy. Also, shout out Hugh Dem. He got me my first performance at the Joiners supporting Akala. My G.
Come on.
But yeah, we used to just do Freestyle Fridays in the cage. It was like this, like just a cage smoking area. And it was just me and him though, no one else.
Just you two?
Well, no. Like, people were stood around us, but we were the only two freestyling.
He's like, yeah, man, Freestyle Fridays was fucking sick, man. Like,
literally, it's just us two. Literally.
Unreal. I'm just gonna adjust the camera slightly.
Yeah, do your thing.
Fill air. So fill air.
You're tuned into the show.
Yeah.
If you're listening from the Patreon,
Yes, there we go.
You're a G. Thank you for supporting. This is what we do. I don't know what's coming out on the Patreon before this, but
you've got no idea what's coming out on the
Exactly.
Patreon, mate. Just fucking hold. There will be something at some point.
Exactly.
I promise. You will get your money's worth eventually.
Come on.
Are you on the Patreon?
yeah, of course. Signed up twice.
He said with the biggest side I've ever seen. No, it's okay. I don't expect you to be on the Patreon. Anyway,
I will. Do you know what?
please do not.
Yeah.
Please do not. I beg you, please do not. So 13. What were you writing about?
Oh, bruv, I don't even know.
It must have been some next,
it was shit. I
like
remember
teenage
that.
angsty shit.
Yeah,
or
teenage
like-
angsty shit.
yeah.
It was like about being road.
Come on. Yeah.
Just being a hard man.
So who are you trying to be?
13.
You said you took inspiration from
Dizzy
Dizzy,
Rascal.
yeah.
Yeah. And I just took loads of inspiration from that, and then after that it was more so hip hop in like America, like Joey Badass,
Right.
old Sweatshirt, and
Like
just
slightly
doing
more
those-
conscious stuff?
Yeah,
or-
more conscious stuff. Yeah, because I find it easier to write about a story. A lot easier, especially when I'm freestyling, than it is to try and think of like bars which are hard.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then eventually they just kind of turn into hard bars if you think about them loads.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. I guess it's more like a narrative driven sort of thing. Then.
Yeah, 100%.
Did you like try like did you have like an alias back then? Were you sort of doing that? Or?
So the alias when I was what, like 13 till I got to what do you call it, college, was Skull Kid because of the game. That game on fucking Newground. Do you remember Newground?
I kind of, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm 27.
You're a bit
He's-
older. I have this same interaction with everyone on this fucking podcast. It's so bad.
What do you mean you don't know Newground?
I know Newground, but like,
so you
like,
know 100%.
yeah, it's like
Newground.
mini clip, right?
Yeah.
But
Like
you're testing me in terms of the specifics of the games that are on there.
There was Skull Kid, where it was like a kid who just it's like a platform game, and you had a gun, and you just shoot. We used to just rinse that.
I'm gonna put
it. Yeah. Okay.
Skull Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we used to rinse that in IT loads, and I was like trying to think of a name, and it was like Skull Kid, and then that was
Skull Kid's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Why did you change it from Skull Kid?
Because Skull Kid's whack.
Oh, okay.
Skull Kid was hard.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those ones I feel like everyone has their like name before they get to their name.
Yeah.
Like
I'm still waiting on my name change. It's coming.
Yeah,
that was
but
still my original name.
Yeah.
So there will be a name change eventually.
I think that the thing is that name is a good name.
You know what? I
That
had this
is a good
conversation
name.
with someone literally last night about it, and I was like, I don't know if like it is a good name.
No, but think about you got onto it so quickly. I don't think there's I don't know any other belters.
There are.
We need to find
There's
them.
this like big Irish,
Yeah.
incredibly bait techno label called Belters Only.
Yeah.
And like they play it like fucking.
But is it called Belters Only?
It's called Belters Only.
Fine then. It's
and
not called
there's Belters Only,
Yeah.
and there's Belters for You as well.
Yeah.
And Belters Only play at like Tokyo World and Love Saves the Day. And the amount of times my younger brother has messaged me and said, "Oh my god, you're playing fucking." But no, it's not me, unfortunately.
Oh, peak. Well, there's another Hella. There's a band called Hella.
Is there?
In America? What's his name? I can't remember the drummer's name, but the main drummer from Death Grips. He started a band called Hella.
way.
Yeah, so it's kind of peak. So whenever, like, do you know on Head First when you fucking put the artist, it always comes up with them.
shit.
So annoying.
Is there no way around that? You just have to just...
Well, you have to then put the URL
exact
on
link.
Spotify.
I see.
Yeah. But it's kind of peak. But I say keep belters. Keep belters.
I will for now. But I was just thinking, like, if I want to, like, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very... I mean, it's not professional, is it? Let's be fucking completely honest. But
they are made up names.
I guess this is the thing, isn't it? This thing about fucking names. When you changed from Skull Kid, did you go straight to Hella from that?
Nah, it was John Hellasick.
Okay, so you were getting there.
Yeah.
Right.
Then it was Hellasick, and then it was just Hella.
Sorry, I just clocked. It took me a second.
Literally.
John Hellasick.
Yeah.
And that's because...
Genuinely, it's just because I was like, oh, I need a sick name. I was like, oh, like I say the word hell a lot, and I was like, oh, Joey Badass. His name is like Joey Badass, and I was like, oh, John Hella Sick, and then kind of went from that, literally. And then it got to, then I was like, John Hella Sick's kind of whack, so I was like, let me just change the Hella Sick. And then in the same like 4 months, I was like, Coma, should I change this to Hella? And then just change it to Hella.
Okay, and how old were you when you finally became Hella?
18, 19.
Yeah. It's like 20 years ago.
You did 30.
Oh, okay.
It's 10 years this September.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 years this September.
Mental.
Yeah.
And
ish.
Like through that time, like when you were sort of going through, I guess, teenage years.
Yeah.
How were your influences changing, and like how was your sound changing?
It was pretty. What's the word? It was like literally like before emceeing like 13, I was like a very emo kid.
Right, interesting.
Yeah, big emo kid. And then then I was like, oh, hip hop. But I always listen to hip hop and shit with my mum on a Saturday. Just my Saturdays.
I was gonna say, yeah. What's the family listening to?
We listened to just like, do you know when you had like the music TV channels, but not MTV?
Like
I can't remember what they used to be called, but they would just play like chart shit.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, right.
They just play that shit all day.
Uh-huh.
So we'd watch that on Saturdays, and that's most of my Saturdays. So I just listen to that. But then my mum listens to like African music as well, predominantly Ugandan stuff. So yeah, I was listening to that at home, heavy metal, then like more hip hop, then got into dubstep and grime just before I got into college, and then I remember just sitting in one of the IT classes, and a guy called Jamie Simkin, who runs a sick label in London now. My G.
Big up Jamie Simkin.
He showed me Khan and Neek, and then that put me onto more of like the darker, grimier stuff.
Okay.
And kind of influenced me to come to Bristol. So
what year would that have been?
That would have been 2013.
Okay, so like when shit was right.
No, not even 2013. 2012 maybe.
Is that when? What the fuck was that? Is that when shit was really popping for those guys around then?
Yeah, it was like 2014, I think, was like when there was really popping. It was when I first came here, it was like going off.
Okay. Yeah, what was Bristol like then?
Oh, bro, it was that's the good old days.
Really? Why do you have it in such fond memory?
Because like it was just like, do you know like there's that culture of finding tunes. Oh, fly.
There's a fucking fly in it.
It's because you got a fucking beat thing up there.
Yeah, he's going for him. You're right. Yeah. Who is that band, by the way?
I thought we said Massive Attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Who are they?
Oh, they're fuck knows.
I'm joking.
Is that a Beatles poster, like the band?
Yeah, it's the Beatles.
There you go.
This makes no sense.
This makes no sense.
Either the video or the audio. Yeah. It's just completely fucking pointless.
Bristol was sick because people would finding tunes at the time. I'm not saying people were finding tunes, but do you know how like the culture to digest music has kind of evolved to like TikTok, and not TikToks per se, but I find a lot of music through TikTok and Instagram and people sharing it that way.
Of course, yeah.
Back then it was just like SoundCloud. So you just like share SoundCloud mixes, find a track through someone playing it live and then putting it on like Dubstep Forum and shit like that.
Dubstep Forum?
Yeah, Dubstep Forum.
This is before my time, I think.
It's still about, you can still go and look at like old threads,
right?
But I don't think anyone uses it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'd use that to find tunes, and because of that, there was a lot more like a dub plate culture, within Bristol and I guess the whole scene in general. And then that led to you like booking artists for specific dub plates. I know people still do that now, but it's like those rare dub plates.
Of course, you book them because they only have
these ones, and they're the only people. So it's like, yeah, you'd get to see some amazing lineups. I know Who Cares ran out of Stokes Croft, Crofters Rights, and they would do a free event every first Wednesday of the month. They wouldn't announce a lineup, and they would announce who's going to be on that series, and it was like Dismantle, Red Light, My New Lang, Carnique, Joker, Madam X. It would be a stacked. So you would see the stacked like at the beginning of the season.
Right.
All the big artists are playing, like Pinch as well, and then you'll just go.
And whoever was there was
there.
That's crazy. Wow, that's
it was actually
it
was super sick. There's like, we'll be able to put some pictures up here of what it looked like because I can send them.
Nice.
Crofter's Rights look different as well. It used to have like stairs inside, so you could inside the actual main room.
Oh yeah, no. But when did they get rid of that? Because I feel like I went to that when.
What, when they had it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you start? When did you come here?
2018.
2018. Yeah, they would have had. They might have. They would have.
There was like a raised bit.
Yeah,
the
raised bit. Yeah, they had a raised bit on the outside.
When you go in on the left,
on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mental. Like back those days.
Why did they get rid of that? I guess like capacity. Health and safety. Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
Also
I'm
true.
assuming.
Yeah. Let's not like put words in Crofter's Right's mouth. It's not.
It was dangerous. I was thinking about it because there'd be times when you just stood up there. It's just like, if we fall now, it's just like almost land on somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. Like three people.
It was rammed in there. When I say it was rammed, it was like sardines. Because it was just like the lineup was so good.
That was it, right? And like the Bristol clubs culture was so strong then.
Yeah.
You think it's stronger than it is now?
It was stronger. Yeah. I feel like there was more. I would go out like 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
Is that because you were younger though, or is that because the scene was different?
Scene was different, I think, and also younger. Yeah, there was like a lot more. There was a lot more interesting lineups. I'd say. Like, I saw like it was a random Thursday. I saw AJ Tracy in Last Japan. This was like just before like AJ Tracy blew up as well.
Wow.
Like, and like that was at Cozy's.
What?
AJ Tracy Last Japan at Cozy's with Silk Road Assassins. It's just like,
God,
like,
that's crazy.
Honestly, like,
so it seems like there was a lot more of a focus
on
then.
That verse,
on like MCs and having vocalists on for sets and stuff.
100%. Yeah.
Why has that sort of went away? You reckon?
I'm not too sure. Like obviously with the drum and bass culture, I think it's still prevalent.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, I don't think there's not that many grime events and dubstep events.
Not really, is there
anymore?
There's sort of like there's still a few people that are doing like the 140 stuff, right?
Yeah.
But even then, it's not. It's not grimy, is it?
It's not grimy. It's more like more sort of like deep Eddie-esque, where it's like
yes, exactly,
hosting and carrying the vibe that way rather than straight. Yeah, mate, think about it. No grime. Yeah, considering Bristol's like a grime, like it's considered like one of the grime capitals, I guess, because of its sound that was.
Is it though? Because like I can't. Like, I mean, I'm uneducated in this, right? But like in terms of like big grime artists that have come from Bristol, like
I'd say more so the producers, that the sound that was created in Bristol, and like that Bristol dubstep grime mixture, predominantly with like Joker with some of his tunes and
of course, those
Lemsy
were just like running it, weren't they?
Yeah. Like Lemsy Dale as well. Like he was fucking like some of his Expedition mixes, sick. So much like Bristol tunes in there.
And were they all on like that
YouTube.
Was like in like the YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Like
You just have to watch them on YouTube.
I see.
Yeah. I think it's Expedition.
These like you talk about like the SoundCloud days when it was a lot more focused on that. I feel like I just caught the end of that when I first got into things, but it was very much like for me, SoundCloud is still like such an awesome like music discovery tool. How
do you use it? I haven't used it in. I paid for a subscription for the past 2 years, but haven't opened it.
You're a mug if you're paying for it.
Haven't opened it in 2 years.
What do you use to discover? You like
music, Bandcamp, and do I spill the sauce? It
depends, sir. What's the sauce?
Nah, not spilling the sauce. I got sauce. I got sauce.
You're gonna have to tell me afterwards.
I'll tell you afterwards. It's like a way to utilize certain platforms to find loads of interesting music, and like I figured it out. And now, I find some of the craziest shit.
Really?
Yeah, some of the sickest stuff, and I find and then like the people, because they're like so unheard of, they'll just email me because they've got my email because it's associated.
I see, yeah.
And yeah,
mental. I've got to find like that. Fucking hell.
I'll tell you.
So okay, so for you then, what changed about SoundCloud?
I think. I don't think it's like anything changed. Maybe it was how it changed.
I guess. Well, why did you stop using it then?
It just became. I think everyone kind of like stopped doing. I think that for me it was like a lot of the music, like unreleased music. People stopped posting that in my scene at the time with dubstep. There'll be like people will still be posting, but not as much as before. Whereas there'll be like clips every week.
Okay.
And then everyone just moved to Spotify and releasing stuff.
True.
So then I stopped using SoundCloud because that's just like. Also, I think I was getting probably was getting better at producing, so I could send tunes out to DJs and also get some tunes back. So it's just like I had a lot more tunes going back and forth that way, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. So people used to post their like unreleased
just like
stuff.
clips all the time.
Just clips of it, not the whole thing.
Yeah, not the whole thing, like a minute and 30 clips.
That's crazy.
But no one does that now.
You don't see that anymore.
Don't see that. Your people will post a clip on Instagram as like, check out what I've been working on. But before it'll be like either a clip or they do like a show reel of like just all the tunes they've been working on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Find that mad. Do you not see that now whatsoever?
Nah, not really. To be honest, you see like all you see now is people releasing their own like self-release free downloads.
Yeah.
And like labels doing like premieres and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you find. And like sometimes you'll find an account that's got like 20 followers that's just like posted like 20 of their own tunes. But even then, it's never like clips. It's just like full tunes.
Yeah.
Which seems so crazy to me that was such a big thing.
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
like
I've
just
never seen
clips.
that.
Sometimes like I used to fucking listen to Komodo Spacecast VIP through SoundCloud because somebody had recorded the tune from a set. So I don't know how they got it good quality, but you can hear people cheering in the background. But it's not from a. I don't think it's from a live set. I'm not too sure.
Right,
it could be from a live set. I could be just being stupid. Probably is from a live set.
That's mental though.
Yeah,
that's like when you see like pirated movies and someone's like in the cinema like just filming it. And it's like a bit shaky.
Honestly.
Okay, so where were we? I guess like you moved to Bristol in.
Moved to Bristol.
What year?
2014.
Yeah.
Came in for uni. Got a law degree. Boom.
Did you?
Yeah.
No fucking way, sir.
The boy can be a lawyer. Choose not to.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Are you fully qualified then?
No. I've just got a degree. I have to do like another thing and then
like a training contract.
Yeah. It's like it's called a LPC and that costs like 10 grand, I think.
Yes, my girlfriend she did law as well. She's trying to find one at the minute. It's fucking brutal.
You can either do it like yourself and pay it or go to like a firm.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And I was like speaking to my mum about it and I was just like, am I gonna do this? Am I gonna get like this is my life now?
Yeah. Once you're
and
in
it was
that.
like we're speaking and she was like, it's gonna be a real thing because if you do this, it's like it's kind of gonna have to leave music as like a secondary
because
thing.
like those hours in that industry are fucked, man.
So fucked. Like it's good for you because it puts you like directly in it, but there'll be no time to do music. And then even once I get to the point where I think I have time, I've lost like love for it.
Yeah, it's true because you've got no fucking energy.
Yeah.
What? I mean, we're going off topic, but what element of law did you want to get into?
Music and entertainment.
Oh,
law.
okay,
so
interesting.
doing like music contracts for musicians. I think the reason I didn't do it as well is because I only did that topic at the end of the 3 years, and by that point I was like, I'm not doing this.
I was kind of
like, I was already knew. I was like, not doing this.
Right. Did your knowledge of, or has your knowledge of like music contract law ever really helped you out in so far? Yeah.
So if a label sends me a contract, I understand it.
Yeah.
And it's like, because we did so much on it, I was like quite interested in it that like now I can just like my friends send me contracts to read
really
for them. Yeah.
No way.
Send me a contract.
So Hella is operating free legal advice to all DJs.
To all DJs in the Bristol area.
So that's crazy. It's so interesting.
Actually, going from that, if you're a DJ and you can't understand a contract because of AI, which I recommended this to Fliss, like if you put the contract, copy and paste the contract into ChatGPT and ask for ChatGPT to simplify it to someone who hasn't got any legal experience, it should be able to do that.
Really?
Yeah, you can use ChatGPT in any way. It just depends what prompts.
Right.
So just ask it to simplify things, and then it'll just do it for you. So
that's fucking mental.
Yeah.
So you don't need lawyers anymore. You don't fucking do that shit.
They can kind of get fucked. But yeah, if you're stuck for contracts and stuff, just ask ChatGPT. It's a good workaround.
Have you ever, has a label ever tried to fuck you?
Nah, not at all. Luckily, I've been on good labels like Infernal Sound, Gutter Funk, Dirt Pop. They've all been super sound and like very transparent.
Yeah.
Big up Tom, Transparent Audio. A little segue. They've all been pretty transparent with it, so it's not been. I've never been like like I'm getting fucked.
I guess. Yeah,
100%. How about you?
Have labels ever?
Does anyone try to fuck you?
Depends what you mean about like, trying to fuck me.
Like nights or labels.
Nah, I don't think so. But I mean, to be honest with you, I might have been fucked and I just sort of walked away smiling. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Like, I never know. Like I feel like I've worked with a few people in the past where it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like I have this habit of like working with people and like 2 weeks later, I'm just like not working with them anymore.
Oh, bruv, that's my day to day. Sorry if you're waiting for anything from me. I've got so much on.
You're a busy boy, mate.
Yeah,
You're a busy
literally.
boy.
But yeah, it's like you do stop working with people. Like it's in and outs.
Yeah.
Sometimes like projects fizzle out.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if they're like, even if you're gassed on it, it could just like life takes over.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly. What? How do you choose which projects to fucking really give your time to, though? Do you know what I mean?
I just try brute force it and do everything at once.
That doesn't sound like the best advice.
It's not fun. Like yesterday, I was sat at home and I was like, oh, I need to mix down for slip. So then I started doing that, and then like it was like getting there, and I was like, okay, cool. But then I was like, I could hear that my ears were starting to like deceive me.
Right.
Do you know, you can tell there's like you're just tweaking things way too much.
Yeah.
I was like, I spent too long on this. Let's leave it for a second.
Right.
And then I just went on to the next project. And I was like, these are new sounds. I was like, oh, this sounds like shit. Just try to fix that. Literally.
Do you do a lot of like mixing, mastering things then? Or?
I do mixing down for myself, but I don't, if I master, it'll just be just to play out.
So you don't offer mastering services?
Nah, I don't.
No.
My left ear is kind of fucked.
Really? Well, why are you mixing down and Slip's tunes?
Oh, well, it's mine and his.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but my left ear is just like it's weird. Fucking one day, it was like I was at work when I was working at a skate store, and we were in the cupboard, and there was like a fucking mouse running about, and I was trying to hit this ladder, like a small ladder. It's a very small cupboard as well.
You were trying to kill a mouse?
No. Trying to hit a ladder to get the mouse to run.
Oh, I see.
To scarper out of the fucking cupboard. Hit the ladder like rattled, high-pitched sound went off, and then my ear just went weird. And since then, it's kind of been fucked. But I went to a... What do you call it? I went to is it ACS, the hearing plate.
Right, yeah.
The people who do
what are they called? It's not a...
Is it
like an optometrist?
Audiologist?
Sure.
No.
Yeah. Sure.
That seems right.
Why not? Put it on.
Oh, there you go. That's the answer. Went there and they said I have like almost perfect hearing, but this ear feels like so muffled a lot of the time. And at that point, it was like the most it's ever been muffled. But I have perfect hearing apparently.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Do
so.
They?
But yet they know he like looked in my ear. He was like, it's clean. Like you're good. And I was like, don't feel good.
That is not the first story I've heard of a dodgy ear guy.
Really?
Like have you heard about when Longy's he did a thing, musicians hearing scheme thing where like they clean your ears out.
Oh yeah.
And like they were cleaning his ears out, and the guy slipped and fucking perforated his eardrum. Yeah.
So can I have but he looked at my, can I have a perforated eardrum this whole time?
No. You'd know if you had he was in bed for like 4 days afterwards. Like,
really?
Like,
he couldn't move.
Like he was sick. Like he was very sick.
Oh, sorry.
And like he showed you the photos, and they're fucking horrible. Like the inside photos of his like ear, like a big hot.
Oh.
Anyway. So basically, for these fucking audiologists, don't trust them. You heard it from me.
I don't like honestly. Like he's saying it was like fine, but I can even now I can feel like pressure on this side.
Oh my god!
Does it help? I was like fucking absolutely railing it producing the past like week.
Yeah. Do you take care of your ears? Or?
Yeah, I just produce quietly.
Yeah. And do you wear plugs when you're out? Or?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
Yeah.
As
much as I can.
Yeah, as much as I can. You can buy at bopdj.com these joking, but where I work, you can buy these like not disposable, but ones which are just like pretty shit.
Yeah.
They're not the ones which are like foamy. So I always just buy them from work if I know I'm going out and I haven't got any at home, just to make sure I don't lose my hearing. Do you keep your ears good? Yeah,
I kind of do. I've got plugs as well, but like oftentimes I just sort of forget to put them in because I'm a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean?
And then it's just like you're listening, it's like, I'm missing out on so much. So you take them out for a little bit, the next thing you know, you're in a smoking area and you've lost them.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like,
the amount of fucking
sick.
plugs I've been through is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, rewinding again.
Yeah.
2014, 15.
Oh, shit.
It's right, it gives us an anchor to go back to. It's fine.
Yeah, shouldn't.
When you first got here, who were you, like, sort of, did you come here like knowing people, or did you sort of come here, where did you come from originally?
Southampton.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the scene saying in Southampton?
Peak. It's
Were you
not good.
operating in it, or were you sort of...
No, not even. I wasn't even producing at that
Okay,
point.
okay.
I knew about, there was no scene, so I didn't even know. I didn't even know that it's like people play that at clubs. There was one club apparently that played it called Junk, that played anything
Called
which
what?
was Junk.
Okay.
Which had like played anything which was like beyond,
Just not like commercial club stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly, after I came to Bristol, the scene there actually started developing.
They've got like somewhat of a scene there now, right?
Yeah, they got like Switch there. I think it's like they have Switch, which is like a close version of like Lakota Motion.
Right.
So it's got a little bit more
I know
jazz.
Skeptics from there, I think.
Where is he?
I think so.
Oh,
He's
Royalties
Southampton
from
boy.
there as well.
Really?
Wait, Skeptics from there?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah, I've
mad.
seen him post a few times about Southampton.
Oh, mad. Did not expect him to be from Southampton.
Why not?
Because it's a shithole.
Yeah.
It's like, I only know like what, Royalty as the only other producer from Southampton.
Well, now you know,
and
mate.
Tired Eyes, but I work with him. But yeah.
So where was I?
Sorry, I
it's
keep
okay.
derailing.
No, you're completely fine. My brain.
Came from where I'm from, Southampton.
Right, yeah. So you came
to Southampton.
to Bristol.
Yeah.
And was that when you started producing?
Nah, I was just emceeing still then.
So you weren't even producing when you first got to
wasn't
Bristol?
producing whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who were you like linking with in Bristol when you first got here?
I was just like a uni student, so I was just fucking just out.
Just with like the uni crew?
Just the uni crew. But then it was weird. A lot of the people from my college, like when I say a lot, I mean a lot came to Bristol. So it was like a lot of my friends were just about anyway. But then I was chilling mainly in the first year with Coma, maybe Rigby as well in first year. Producer wise anyway.
Yeah.
Who? I think I might have met Sepia in first year. I think Sepia actually. So I was very intoxicated, and when I say intoxicated, I couldn't see, and I was like walking home, and then Seppi just finds me, just like he's like, "Yo, bro, you good?" I was like, no.
Excellent impression.
And then he walked me home and put me into my house.
No fucking way.
What a G, and that's how we first ever met.
What a G.
Absolute legend. Saved my life.
Unfucking real.
I was fucked. I think I just he put me in, and then I didn't even make it up the stairs. I just passed out on the floor.
Can you remember where you'd been?
Nah.
What kind of things were you going to? Like what, while you were at uni? What like when you were going out?
A bit of everything. There was like weirdly. You weren't here for this, but do you remember what do you call it? Red Bull Culture Clash.
Yes.
They used to have one in Bristol.
Really?
Yeah, they used to have one in Bristol there because it's like it was more sound system orientated then, I guess, in a sense, because we had it was like Motion, it was like Pinch Tectonic versus Bandulu versus maybe King Tubby or something. I can't remember what the other sound system was. And in Motion, in each corner there was a fat sound system, and you just stood in the middle, and each one would just clash with each other.
That's crazy.
So there's like shit like that, and then there was not Eskimo Dance, Body Nod, which was done by Blazy Body Nod, and that was they had like Skepta, JME. Also, we'll put a video of this happening here.
Yes,
there's a video of Skepta performing at Motion.
That must have been pretty fucking mental to see those guys.
Yeah, bro.
That early on in their sort of rise.
Yeah. Like it was like there was it was loads of grime. I mean, loads of grime, but it was mostly at Motion at O2.
Right. Yeah.
So we're going to a lot of grime events and a lot of dubstep events. I think I didn't go to a single techno or house event for like until I was like fourth, like just left uni.
Did you notice that there was a scene for that around you, or were you sort of just not really cognizant of it?
Yeah, knew as a scene. Yeah. It was like everyone knew everyone, and then everyone was just like, it was like that point where Facebook was utilized a lot more.
Right.
So everyone's like sharing these events that are coming up. So it's just like, oh, here's the next one, and then you end up going out 4 times in a week. And
I can see how that would happen.
You don't want to miss anything. And also all the artists playing were just like insane.
Did you do anything at like Blue Mountain and all that back
Blue Mountain was there. That was I miss it so
Trust
much.
Me, bro. Trust me.
It's actually peak.
It's so peak.
What was
right?
your first event that you went to there, if you remember? Or your best one?
Definitely. Well, the first thing I ever went to in Bristol was Reggae Sundays at Cozy's.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
And then I think 2 days after that, it was Slam Jam at Blue Mountain. So
Wait, what was Slam Jam? I actually never went to
it
it.
was just there like Tuesday jump up drum and bass night.
Yeah.
And then my first year, that was kind of me, was just like horrible drum and bass.
Yeah, I was saying that I used to go to a lot of jump up events.
There was so much of it,
So
man.
much. But it's jump up was different to jump up now. If I'm right in
Maybe
saying.
when you were going to them.
Yeah.
But now I think
Well, they're
got to the
saying
point
those-
where it's
yeah,
just like
it's just the
screechy fucking.
Yeah. No, go for it.
There's just so fucking much of it, isn't there?
Yeah, so much. It's like I went to one recently and I was just like, this is different. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, what's your stance on drums, right? Because
I don't get why people call it drums. That's the first thing.
Okay.
How can you shorten drum and bass? How can you shorten a word it's already D&B is shortened.
no, but the thing is, no, because I don't understand D and B, because drum and bass and D and B are the same number of syllables.
D&B drum. Is it?
No.
Is that not? What?
Bruv, you're a fucking.
Hey.
You're meant to be a lyricist, man.
I didn't say I was good.
D and B, drum and bass, but you got drums.
Drums.
It's drums.
Nah.
It's one syllable.
I'm trying to find a way to make my point correct. That's what a lawyer would do.
Classic. Yeah, no, yeah.
Literally.
What was I saying? Regardless, what's your stance on it? Because I'm sure, I mean, you must have had to have like spit over a drum.
Oh
and
yeah, I
bass
love
set
it.
before.
Yeah. I love it. But then I think it's like one of the ones that as you get older, I never understood this. I always fucking didn't like techno and house. As you get older, it makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you don't become a techno house snob.
Yeah.
But you start to
You appreciate it.
it a bit more. So now I appreciate more so minimal drum and bass.
Right, so you've
Where
got
it's like-
you're into the more tasteful
Yeah,
stuff.
the tasteful,
you might say.
like the fine wine.
Yeah, okay. What's your favourite stuff to like freestyle over?
Freestyle, probably.
yeah.
As in probably hip hop though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can just like have more fun with it.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like drum and bass because I have to go slowly. I'm not a fast guy.
Can you not do like a halftime?
Yeah, I do like a
bar or
halftime
something? Yeah.
kind of bar. Yeah, I can't just be like
Yeah, that's different level, man. Have you? Yeah. What do you reckon you've been? Because it's interesting your position, because obviously you're a producer and also an MC, right?
Yeah.
So you'll get booked for DJ sets, and you'll get booked for MC sets.
Where did that? Not anymore.
Really?
At one point, I just stopped getting booked for MC sets, so I'm not angry at because I was trying to differentiate. Because at times it would be like kind of annoying. So I was like, I've been working on all these tunes, production stuff, and I get booked for an MC set. I was like, booked for like 3 MC sets. I'm like, I'm never gonna have a chance. I was like, everyone's just gonna think I'm an MC,
right?
So most likely I won't do any DJ sets. And then one day it just all switched.
I hadn't thought about that need to have to balance the two.
Yeah,
so
you have to.
think.
Yeah. And also sometimes I'll get booked for both, and I'm fine with that. But when you do like,
What, on the same night?
yeah, when you do like that quite a lot, it's fucking shattering.
Have you ever MC'd over your own set?
Yeah, once. Yeah,
Really?
It was. I tried. It wasn't great. I figured out the formula now to do it. So if you want to book me for a double, go for it.
That sounds
But
mental.
You just like it's hard. So you're like DJing, mixing 2 tracks, and then spitting, and then having make sure the headphone cue for the master's up, and you can hear yourself, and you're good to go.
What was the night you did that for?
I've done it twice, but I can't remember which.
Right,
There's
okay.
one at Crofters for sure. I think it might have been Breach, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Breach.
That's mental.
It's not as hard as you think. Once you get the tracks in, then you can just focus on the MCing.
Right, yeah. Are you like chopping for yourself and stuff?
Yeah. Literally,
Come on.
like, I wish I fucking had one of those, like, do you know, like those Teddy sales, like ones like that.
like a little
Bluetooth headsets too. Like that would be the dream.
Because that's it, right? Because you got to be holding a mic with one hand.
And then sorting everything out. Yeah, honestly.
Fucking hell.
That would be the dream.
That's crazy. Okay, so you mainly get booked now for DJ stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you have
done MCing.
Yeah, and you've also done a fair bit of hosting, right?
Yeah, I prefer hosting. Yeah,
Right.
I prefer hosting because then you can just kind of just say words.
Yeah.
And I freestyle and shit, so it's like it's chilling.
Yes.
Whereas MCing, you kind of got to be like, I think people don't like MCs. I'm fine with MCs because I understand it, but some people are very closed-minded.
It's quite a polarizing thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
the MC
they're like,
thing?
why is an MC over this beat? It's just like, bruv, this is what the whole culture has kind of like developed from.
Yeah, I never understood why people are very like anti-MC. Like I've definitely heard some MCs that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But I'm not anti it like all the time. Do you know what I mean? I think that it's a very integral sort of part of like the culture, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like you see, Clock Factory recently have been doing a big series about MCs. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
They've been doing all this stuff like, oh, like the MC is like dying and like we need to bring it back, all this sort of thing. What do you think about that? Because there are less MCs now, right?
I think it is. It's like it is kind of dying. There's like I think there's less scope as promoters because of like the cost of living, I guess, as well. To book MCs, that's one thing. So I know when I was doing MCs. When I was doing MCs.
When you were doing MCs?
When I was doing MCs. When I was MCing to begin with, all the time it was just like me just doing it for free, jumping on for people's sets. And then as I got more and more, developed as an MC and a person, people were offering me money. And I was like, okay, cool. But MCs, I think not always, but like, unless you're a big MC, the regard of an MC being needed in a capacity in a venue is kind of often not looked upon as much as a DJ. Yeah, I found anyway.
So I guess it's because you can have, like, it's almost like you can have a DJ without an MC.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't have an MC.
If you have to choose one, you have to choose a DJ, right?
So then people put now with like let's say DJs. Not saying all DJs doing this, but increasing their fee. Obviously, with the rate of living going up as well, there's less money to then book an MC, which is peak because they're integral sometimes. Yes. Not all the time, but they are. There's times where I'm like for example, it just depends who you pick in each set. Chunky is a perfect example of someone who can go on any set and kind of elevate it to the point where it's like, that's a night to remember. So yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because especially when you talk about, because I think, MCs are definitely especially important for certain genres, like
100%.
You know, especially like you say with like the grime thing, and the fact that there's less grime nights now, which means there's potentially less opportunities for MCs, right? Because that music lends itself to that because there's so much space oftentimes.
And it's all based around quite simple beats,
exactly,
which is just like they need the energy of the MC to elevate it and get the crowd like interactive.
100%.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a good MC then?
A good MC has confidence.
Yeah.
Knows how to come back from flopping. Yeah. So when you if you stutter or fumble, you can quickly figure out how to turn that into a win and get the crowd on board with yourself. Even though, and
give me an example of that.
So, it's like there's been times where I'm just like, I've tried now not to drink when I MC, but there's been times where I've been drunk, I just said some fucking dumb shit. and I noticed I said something which is like, because I'm freestyling, that made no sense, I'm so sorry. And then just like quickly go from that and be like, if you then just point to the crowd and be like, oh, you having a good time? You should drink full, and create a conversation there. And then reach out to everyone and be like, oh, so how's everyone else doing? Get some crowd interaction there, and then let the tune play. So just figuring out how to come back from fucking up, that's one thing. And not being disheartened if you do that several times, as well as picking and choosing when you jump in, because some MCs just decide to just go balls to the wall MCing. But it's like, each track is like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you don't want to hear for an hour someone who's spitting. Yeah, you want to have those pockets like where it's just like the MC should consider themselves an instrument in a band. Yeah, having that back and forth with the DJ rather than adjacent.
Yes, you definitely. I think that's some people's problem with MCs, right? Is that some people just don't really know when to sort of pull it back
and then let the DJ shine and then come in. And the DJ should be also working with the MC to have their moment to shine because they both help each other on the capacity.
Speaking of that, then what are some serious don'ts for MCs? What do you reckon the MC no-goes? The MC Icks, if you will.
MC Icks.
That's actually pretty good.
That
MC name.
That is MC Icks. What is an ick? Oh, the only ick I would say is when there's a vocal track playing, don't MC over it.
Yeah, that's a big one, right?
That's the main one.
Yeah. What if the DJ just plays loads of instrumental tracks though? Have you ever had that?
If a DJ plays loads of instrumental tracks,
loads of tracks with vocals,
with vocals, just accept that he probably doesn't want an MC,
and that's
probably like a thing to stop you MCing.
Yeah,
because Yeah, I have seen that in the past where it's just like I can see an MC and then the DJ's just like, ooh. And then it's like,
that is brutal when it happens because I've seen that as well sometimes. And you sort of see the MC like standing there, like sort of swaying, like it's just fucking pee.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's like yes.
But that probably the main one. I think that's probably it. The only other Rick is, which I'm also culpable to, getting too fucked. Yeah, because there's joy in what we take part in. Yeah, this whole music thing, and alcohol does come into the equation a lot because some people need it to even get onto the stage. But then it's like knowing your boundaries in terms of how much you can handle. Because the last thing you want to do is just fucking flop a set and never get booked again. Yeah, but you can still flop a set and come back from it, so don't worry.
Yes, of course, but like flopping a set because you're too fucked and you're just like stumbling around.
Just stumbling around. It's not a good look. No, it's not the one. But if you can manage yourself well, you can turn you being a fucking drunk into a funny situation for the crowd. So you can still come back.
So drink as much as you want.
Yeah, drink all the rider. Can't see, and Seppi has to take you home.
So when you like start producing then, like with your productions, were you taking similar influences from the stuff you were getting your lyrics from, or are they different?
I was taking, it was like primarily dubstep, like the deeper quotation marks, like Bristol, Deep Medi, White Peach kind of sounding stuff, and then over time it went into United State. I think to be fair, in the past like 3 years, it's the only time it's changed.
I was going to say, because it has changed quite a bit, like all sorts of stuff, right?
Now I'm just like, I think it got to it because I was like, I can make dubstep, but I can't make club tunes, I found. Like trying to sit down and make a tune that's like, oh, this is a banger, I just can't do it. Okay. I get like really just like stuck within that 8-bar loop. Whereas if I try to make a track which is more emotional, which might not be club friendly, I find that so easy. I'm just there like, if I try to put like my emotions to the track, I'm just like, oh, here we go.
What makes a track club ready as opposed to not?
I think any track can be club ready, but you know, like there's a track which is like that was made for the club, right? Like let's say, let's give you an example, like Hamdi Skanker, but that's like a club tune because it's like very, very loud, very high
build
energy,
build up drop,
and like DJ friendly as well. It's not got loads of like weird shit going on.
You know where to pull it. You know where to
Whereas a not so friendly track would be maybe like. Club friendly track would be something like Flume, Exodisis, that one which is like 2 minutes long. It's weird fucking sounds the whole time. Yeah. One bit is just noise. Yeah. So it's tracks like that where it's like listenable. Like if I'm walking around, I like to hear that because it's like it's putting stimulating in different ways and more ethereal. Whereas a club track is more like this is made for a big speaker.
So when you make your tracks, then are you thinking about that and thinking about how people are going to be like consuming it in that sense?
Yeah, I arrogantly listen to my tracks a lot.
As you should, though, I think. No?
Yeah, I think I find it. I can't remember. I was speaking to someone. They found it weird that. Do you know? I'm not going to say it was.
Go on.
Nah, I can't.
Do I know them?
No. I'll tell you after. Okay. They were like, I can't believe you listen to your tracks. Your own tracks. I was coming from them as well as who I don't know how to say it without
insulting them.
Insulting them and letting them know who it is. But coming from them, I was just like, what? How do you mean by this? But yeah, I listen to my tracks loads because then if I'm cycling or walking, I just make notes of what I'm going to change.
Sure, yeah.
But then also having that, I'm like, do I feel, is this track touching me in that sense that I can listen to it when I'm about? Is it giving me a sense of like just like niceness or dread, all these different emotions? And then that's how I don't remember what the fucking question was.
You have to listen to your own tracks. I feel like I don't see like I don't make tunes obviously, but I feel like if I did, I'd be listening to them
I listen to all the fucking time, all the time. But then not too much where you start to fucking hate it because you're gonna have to go and sit in front of it.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, you said do I take the inspiration?
Yeah, because you said that you probably make stuff that's more
I make it
listening,
more for listening. Yeah. You can put like now I think I've almost got the balance where it's like listenable and danceable, but I think it's the way I'd have to deliver it in a DJ set.
Yeah.
To get people on board with it, because I think a lot of like, I'm playing at a festival this year.
Come on.
What's
the festival?
I can't say yet, but I'm actually so excited.
Okay.
And in that set, I'm at the moment working on loads of original stuff, and I'm gonna like the way I'm gonna have to deliver it is like kind of play like some tracks which I know will go down well, which are also quite interesting, and then mix it into my tracks, because I've seen like the record and response from that in sets I've done is great. Whereas if I just drop one of my weird ones, people are kind of just like, I want garage. Right. Yeah. So it's like, where's the garage?
I know them ones. I fucking know them ones. How much do you think about your DJing then? It sounds like you put quite a bit of thought into it.
Yeah, quite a bit. I practice quite a bit. Yeah, I like to, because where I work, we have decks and stuff. Yeah. So I do, like, when I'm at work, if I'm having free time.
You have a mix at work?
Yeah.
You fucking lucky bastard.
What do you mean?
That is just like the dream job.
Yeah, it is. Literally.
Are you hiring or what?
Currently no. But if we do, I'll shout.
That's mental, man. That's fucking so good. Oh, so you get plenty of practice there.
Yeah, I get loads of practice. Yeah. Got CDJ 3000s and the A9.
I mean,
and just,
you fucking
so that's,
bastard.
I love this, bro. I can show you my way around this 3000, bro.
Well, or you can go to the Bop DJ YouTube channel and see it yourself.
Do not do that.
I might put that as the background
it's
visual.
me teaching. This is my day-to-day what I
do. How much? Obviously, you practice a lot. Do you plan a lot for sets and things? Or?
I used to. Yeah. I used to at the beginning. I used to be like, I have to. Like, have to plan everything and
like
make sure
every blend,
everything needs to be like to like the fucking T.
Every bar,
yeah. And then like 2 times I had fucking terrible sets. Well, they weren't terrible. Everyone said they were fucking fine, but in my head I was like, I missed like 6 blends, and I was like stressing. And then since then I said no more planning, and now my USB is just meticulously organized.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you organize it?
Genre. So a main folder in that every genre possible that I can have on my USB, and then in those subgenres of that genre, and then sometimes within that folder, like happy, dark, sad, in there. So then if I'm like wanting to go like weird ways, I can just do that. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I think that's such a smart way to go about it, right? Because you don't have to plan. You can just think about the vibe you want to create, and you can go from there.
I'm bad at remembering track names as well. When you download, like when you're doing radio, obviously you download so many tracks over the space of a year. There's some tracks I'm just like, oh, I remember it was a house tune. I remember it was deep, but I can't remember what tune it is. And then that's how I remember it. So I'm like, oh, it's a deep house tune. Let me go into there, and I'm like, oh, was it dark? Was it like, I'm like, oh, it's a bit slower. Then I just look at the BPM. And then I remember the little picture most of the time.
So interesting, because I think that especially when you plan all your blends like you did, right? Like you do have those sets where like you think that because the blends didn't go exactly how you planned them to go, then like you fucked it completely. Whereas if you are more sort of improvising, it gives you a bit more of like leeway.
Yeah, leeway. And you can have those like blends that you come back to, like your bread and butter, that you know always going to do well in case you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. But then you can just be like, oh shit, I kind of want to go down this path. Saying that it also helps with radio, because in the last workshop I did, I was like, fuck, I haven't planned anything. I didn't plan it because I was like, there was a 2-week gap between my shows because I was covering for someone else for 1 week.
Yeah, in fact, I clocked that. You were on like so
literally
quickly.
so quickly. I was like, I had no time to plan. So I was just like, oh, good thing I've organised my USB. So I just started at 140 and just stayed in the dark folder, and then kind of just like, oh, I want to go darker. Let's go to techno. Then just bounced around.
Interesting. Yeah. What kind of sets do you like to play the most?
Like sets that I can start at like a low BPM, like 85, and then work to 170.
85 is very low. Yeah,
85 to 170 sets.
Really? Yeah. That is a fucking journey.
Yeah, because then you can just it's the whole point. It's like you're like, oh, it's like take everything I love at once.
Yeah. How do you do that in an hour? Because that's like almost 100 BPM.
There's this one trick which I'm not sure if it's been done before. Yeah. But I was just playing around at work, and like if you have echo on and you tap, so let's say you have a track playing, you have echo on and you're tapping to the BPM of the track you're going to bring in. Right. When you obviously it'll line up with the BPM. So when you echo, the BPM it will echo at the BPM of the
other.
Yeah, and then at the same time you drop the other track and it will just transition smoothly. So you could do that between any amounts of BPM.
Literally any, yeah.
Any. You just yeah.
Fucking crazy.
So that's a free little bit of
yeah,
sauce.
nice. You must learn so much fucking shit from work
just well,
and
it's
stuff.
I get it's just well, I've got control of mine now, but
Yeah.
that was just like just playing around. I was like, oh, how can I transition with effects? And you can do that with just multiple effects, but it works best with echo. And then you just like you can go from 85 to 100 with just doing that, and it doesn't even sound bad. It sounds like perfect.
That's fucking crazy. Any other DJing super tips you want to share with me? Because like, I ain't got fucking any.
Trans effect is super sick if you want to create, I don't know. If you want to make it spice
What does that
up,
one do?
it's like a gate.
Right, yes, yeah.
It's like a gate, or if you use tremolos and turn down the phase, it's like that.
Right,
It's the same thing. And what that does is like, so yeah, it'll do like a gate, so faster and faster. So if you have a track which has like a ethereal vocal, you can use that, and that will create some like tension, and then you can bring up the next track as well.
Yeah. You're a fucking genius.
Or another one is using the delay on half beat, and that just a regular delay.
Yeah.
And it doubles up the track, so you can kind of it plays the last half beat. So you'll have a tune playing, you'll go do 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 do, and play the snares. Like
I've heard about
6
this.
times.
Is this kind of how you can, like, in a way, like you can mix on one CJ?
It's almost you could do that as well. With that effect.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah, it's so mad.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah, literally one CDJ, just have that going. Literally.
So when did you start moving away in your productions from more like grimy, dubsteppy stuff? So like 3 years ago? Did you say?
Yeah, 3 years ago I started trying to make R&B.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah, I started making R&B. It was not bad. It wasn't too bad. And then I started making some like regular dub. And then from there, I don't know what I think I started trying to make garage. But it was like, I was like, oh, I kind of want to make it a little bit darker. And then I started making some like, it was like future garage. And then now it's like all predominantly kind of future garage.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's future garage, but it could not be. But then I do also do hip hop with all my own vocal stuff.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So it's like I just make whatever I want.
I was about to ask you what you're making the most at the minute, but I guess it's hard to get it down.
I never make the same genre twice. That's at the moment.
Right.
I try not to, because
and then like in like a period.
Yeah. So except like last week I did make the same genre twice, but in a period I normally find I get stuck.
Yeah.
If I try, because I always think about the last tune.
Right.
So I try and make a new genre the next time. And then I can just get an idea out super quickly. Yeah. And then if I want to do the same genre as last time, I'll do it the next time.
What's your work rate like? How long will you take to finish a track?
Sometimes 2 hours. Sometimes I'll brute force it and I'll sit there for 3 days, just like same track.
Oh my
God.
God.
Go to work, come home, thinking about the track, go home. I'll be at work angry. You don't understand.
Look at your notes, like fucking this.
People see me walking to like cycling to work before and be like, why do you look so angry? I'm just like, I genuinely have that tune playing in my headphones. I'm just pissed off I can't finish it.
Oh my God.
Literally.
How long do you leave it like in those situations before you go, fuck it?
No, I finish it.
You always finish it?
I literally always finish it. I will go till the point where I'm just like ready to like just kill someone.
But surely it gets to a certain point and you are just sick of it, right?
Nah, something's always clicked right the point where I'm like, I'm gonna delete this and then just finish it. Yeah.
Fucking
it's
mental.
quite peak.
There's gonna come a time where you can't and nothing's clicking.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be on the same
when
tune.
that happens, I just don't produce. I literally just like a sabbatical.
Right.
I'm just like, fuck this.
How many have you had to do that in the past?
Yeah, I'm just like, I was kind of just like, I'll sit at my computer and then be like, this is not happening. I'll literally be like, this is not happening, and just leave the room.
Yeah.
I tied my room. I was like, it's cool. Like,
it's good to recognize that though, because some people fucking don't.
Some people don't. And they just like keep going for it. I was like, you know what? It's not going to happen. And then what I find is after that time, there'll be a time when I make like 5 tunes all back to back.
Yes.
In like the space of like,
you'll build it up and you'll just all come out.
Like,
yeah.
It's like chucking all your change on the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that was what that animation was. Yeah.
Take it. Literally. How about yourself?
Huh?
How about yourself?
What, in terms of making tunes?
Yeah. Do you brute force it? Do you?
What when I make tunes?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Why?
I don't make tunes.
Do you not make tunes whatsoever?
No.
What? What do you mean?
I don't make tunes.
You've made a tune?
Nah.
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You must have made a tune.
Your face. Oh my god, can't. Nah, bruv.
You've never made a tune.
Okay, so I had a lesson once with Joe Koshin.
So mate, there's been times where I've literally thought you've released it wasn't your tune.
No, be on the label.
Yeah, be on the label, but
my
sometimes
tune.
it's like I'm like, oh, safe. There's something like there's one time I definitely thought it was just like generally your tune.
I'd be interested to know what that time was, but it wasn't me.
It was a blue. It was a green. It was a green. No, that's the logo, but it was like predominantly green. It was like probably like a year ago when I first met you.
Right,
maybe ish.
You're just saying words now. I've got no fucking idea.
But yeah, no, wait, you've never made a tune.
No, so I had a lesson with Joe Koshin once, and we sort of made like half a tune, but it was really, really shit and didn't go anywhere. And since and that was about 3 years ago, and since then I just haven't even looked at Ableton or anything.
Oh, mad. Well, if you want to make a tune,
I'm not a real one, mate. This is it.
No, you are a real one.
I'm not at my stripes, bro.
The thing is, I think there's some people who are like do you know how everyone's like you have to be a producer to be a DJ?
Yeah.
I think people who either like cement themselves around the culture enough, they are when they start producing the best producers.
That's my thing. Is I feel like.
Because they just know.
I feel like it's gonna come a time where it's probably gonna happen,
and it just clicks because you know what you like as a label manager. You know exactly like the crowd you're trying to like reach out to. Yeah. You have like you have so much knowledge about music. It may not necessarily be. No, I would say it may not necessarily be in like the terms of technical, but it's like I guess emotional in a sense, and you'll be able to quickly come up with ideas. Because you've heard so much music over your time.
I hope so. I mean, I guess it's just I don't have the fucking time at the minute, to be honest with you. Like, do you know what I mean? I do other shit. But yeah, I'd love to. But also, it's such a steep learning curve. Do you know what I mean? I know.
It's kind of, But get Ableton 12, you'll be fine, bro. There's so many things in there. So many things in there. Just like, also, if you use Logic or anything else, what are you doing? What are you doing? I used to use Logic and now I'm just like, I've moved to Ableton. And people use Fruit Loops. No offense to my friends who use Fruit Loops.
Mate, just defend them. It's fine.
Yes. Okay. I was making a tune with someone. It took him, I don't know how long, probably 5 minutes to do something that would take me 2 clicks on Fruit Loops. And I was like, why are you using this if it's like
it slows you down that much?
Honestly, insane.
Why do people use it? I guess it's just what they're used to.
It's what they use. Yeah, it's what they're used to. But fuck that.
You think Ableton is just like the best one without question?
Best one. Yeah. Also, do you know you had Fraser Ray?
Yeah.
What he said is true. I agree.
Come on.
Each door sounds different. You can tell it's not the door itself, but it's like
it's the things that it can do.
Yeah, it's the things that it can do and the plugins. Because when I was making tunes on Logic, I was like, when I went to Ableton, I could hear that it sounded more sharp. It was like I was like, oh, this is strange. It's like all my tunes sound a bit more like clarity and sharp. Whereas with Logic, it sounded more like not band-esque, but like the rounded.
Right. Yeah. See, he was getting so much hate for that. People were fucking ripping him for it.
He's 100% right. 100% right.
That's getting clipped big time.
Yeah. All right, Fraser, I got your back on this one. Come on. Honestly.
Okay. What do you see in your future? What going forward? What's this year looking like for you?
I honestly don't know. I've got at the moment. I'll be able to tell you.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Got the sauce.
Getting the phone out, mate. Checking the dates.
Checking the dates. That's the date. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 songs, which are like 95% there. Mad. So I wouldn't put them all on an album.
Yeah.
But
they're not fit together, or
they could fit together. I could make them. I could order it to make them fit together. But then I might just release on my own label self-releases 3 EPs. That's my main thing. I'm planning to do
like over the summer. Or?
Yeah, over this. I want to do one as soon as possible because I need to finish it.
Yeah,
one as soon as possible. One just before this festival, and then one in the winter, and then use that to catapult to do an album if not. And just,
you haven't started the label yet, have you?
Yeah, I have. Close Company.
Oh, of course you have. Yes, I've seen. Yeah. Hence the workshop name and everything. Yeah.
So that's my plan. I think that is. And then to see, I'm hoping people will enjoy my new flavors.
What's your new flavors?
Just like fucking, some of it's just strange. Like it's like there's one which is like a flute, which is just it's all like a lot of sound design, granular stuff.
Yep.
Like fucking around with sound a lot, rather than like my old dubstep stuff, which is quite regimented. I'm a bit more. Also, if you listen to my old stuff, I never actually knew anything about quantization, as in the sense of all my old shit is quantized to the T.
Right.
And now I listen back to it, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Whereas now it's a bit more swung and stuff.
Free flowing and
That's why you should make different genres as well, because you learn different things from making different genres. Which is
you must have taken lessons from so many different genres.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's loads of little things I've just learned from just like making, like trying to make a garage track and then be like, okay, cool. Next week I'm trying to make a hip hop track.
Yeah.
Using that stuff for that, and then next week, I'm gonna make a techno tune and I'm using the garage stuff. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. So 3 EPs,
and then maybe an album next year. Maybe depends what I can do.
Well, I cannot wait, sir.
Yeah, I'm hoping. what have you got on the table? What have you got for the people?
I hate when the camera gets turned on me like this. Like fucking people just do this sometimes. Like, oh fuck. More of this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. More releases.
Come on.
Got an event in June that I've not announced yet.
Ooh. Is it summer? Is it evening? Is it summer? Is it a day party? Is it a night party?
No, I tried to get a fucking day party, but venues are just dicking me around, to be honest with you.
Oh, really? Yeah. To be fair, some venues take fucking time.
Ridiculous, right?
Reply.
It's fucking crazy.
It's like, you got one job.
Yeah, you are the venue manager.
Innit? Literally.
Well, I shouldn't be saying this because
I shouldn't be saying this either. It's like
as a promoter, I'd like to.
Should we just beep or like just?
I'd like to get invited back. I love all venue managers.
All venue managers are sick. Just please reply to our emails.
And just carry this on because I fucking love doing this. And I got some.
I do love this. Honestly, it's nice.
So good.
It's so good.
Like Bristol is fucking great, even though like it's always changing, and even though sometimes maybe things aren't exactly how you want them to be. Yeah, like, there's so many fucking sound people here.
Yeah, honestly, it's like it's one of those ones that it's you each year. I think there's like a cycle of people who come and leave, but then you kind of keep up with a lot of people.
The real ones stay, mate.
The real ones stay. We don't leave. Be there 10 years strong.
Real ones don't move to fucking London, mate.
Literally. Also, I don't know how people are moving to London now. No. Like, some of my friends are moving to London. It's like,
ridiculous.
What pot of gold do you know about?
Yeah, tell me your fucking secrets, bro. Jesus Christ.
Literally, I'm struggling here.
How are you doing? Just doing the music as well?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't get it. It's fucked. Where can people find you?
Instagram. I'm probably gonna have to I've been doing videos for work, so there's gonna be a lot of reels soon. A lot of reels from myself for my page.
Okay, nice.
So I'm gonna try and do like more visual stuff and
actually you smash it with the reels. You have like the visualizer.
Visualizer. I've got like loads. I'll just say it. Got this idea where I'm gonna for a vocal one. I'm gonna shoot myself from a high angle.
You're gonna shoot yourself?
Yeah, like fucking JFK kind of stuff.
Oh, nice.
No.
He didn't shoot himself, I don't think, did he?
No. Or did he?
Fucking too right, Jesus. What? Now it's a podcast, baby.
So, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we're talking about JFK and did he kill himself?
And UFOs and meat.
So, anyway, record myself from a high angle several times, and then all you'll see is this like one portion, and as I'll be rapping to myself as it does. It will cut through. Stole this from like the NBA, but I know how to do it on Premiere Pro. So I'm gonna do shit like that and just kind of like use that to engage with people. Yeah. So I think I find it weird. Do you watch music videos?
Not really.
Yeah. Do you know what? Loads of people don't, and I still do, and I value so much in like watching a music video because you get like the artists' perspective on what they actually want you to.
It's actually so true. I thought about that. And I guess maybe that's because you said you did grow up sort of watching videos, right?
Yeah.
That's actually such a good point.
This is a therapy session.
Come on, mate.
I did that. Maybe that's actually why.
I'm going to invoice you now for this shit.
Oh my God. That actually makes sense because I grew up watching them every day.
Right.
Mad.
You have
learn
this
something new about yourself
them.
every day.
You're so welcome, mate.
But apart from that, you can find me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Spotify under Hella, but it won't come up. It will come up with this fucking other Hella, probably. So if you search Hella, New Rage.
Then you're the second option.
Yeah, then I'm that option, literally. But yeah, Instagram and that, and then SoundCloud as well at Hella UK. No. Yeah. No, Hella Dubs on SoundCloud.
Hella UK Instagram, right?
Hella UK most places.
Hella UK TikTok?
Yeah, Hella UK TikTok. yeah. Literally.
Are you posting on there?
Yeah. Oh, I tried to post that. Did you see my April Fools?
No, there was so... No, I didn't.
I did the peakest April Fools. I wish I put it in the video that it wasn't April Fools, because I posted... it was a Freddie Gibbs remix that I did. And at the beginning...
Oh, and he responded to you?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was an April Fool. I thought it was real. I saw it. I was
Gotcha,
like,
bitch.
I was like, fair play, man. That's sick. Fuck.
Still getting people. So yeah, I did that, and it's like, yeah. So wait, I don't even know what the fuck I did. That's so jokes. You didn't realise.
I fully thought I just saw it. I didn't think. I guess it's a compliment that people don't. That people thought it was real. Do you know what I mean?
I did. I was like, this is a kind of hard tune. Like it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been making TikToks and stuff. Was that the question? Sorry.
I think that was a roundabout question.
So yeah, I've been making. I have no fucking clue what I was saying. I've been making TikToks like that. I'm probably going to make more. And that's what I'm going to probably post to TikTok. But now, because of what's that fucking Universal?
Oh yeah, because all the music had taken off.
All that stuff. So as soon as I posted that on TikTok, it instantly got flagged.
Really?
Instantly. Even though it was like, I get it was like the studio vocal over my tune, but they have something that can just tell straight away. It was like, boom.
I hadn't even thought about that, but that's such a big thing recently, isn't it? That whole thing.
I think there might be a way to get around it with do you know, like there's an old way where you could upload to YouTube, but then if you change the scent of the vocal, because it's sort of changing the pitch of it slightly, it doesn't get recognised by
I've done that on SoundCloud
sometimes.
Yeah.
So you might be able to do that. But yeah, I think it's going to be kind of peak. And same thing with Spotify. Do you know the new Spotify rules?
With the streaming, like how much you get paid,
and how you can end, how much you have to. All
it's
your
like
tracks,
less than 1,000 streams or something, and you don't.
I think it's like not all your tracks have to have 1,000 unique streams, but I think like most of them, maybe, or like a majority of your tracks have to have 1,000, but only 96% of people on Spotify don't have, which is insane.
Yeah.
So like, it's only going to be for a lot of people to actually make money.
Spotify raking it in.
Yeah.
But I mean, who puts? I don't know about you, but I don't put my tunes on Spotify to make money.
No, I would only put them on there to get people to. I'm only putting them on there to
get discovery.
To get discovered. Yeah.
Fuck Spotify.
I did not say that.
Fuck Spotify. I'm coming for you, Spotify. Fuck you.
I did not say that. He said that.
Right. On that note, thank you very much, Hella.
Thank you for having me. It's been beautiful.
No worries, sir. Big up.
Big up.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was lovely, wasn't it? For an MC, Hella's actually not a bad guy, is he? No, of course. I'm only joking, Hella. You're lovely. And I have no problem with MCs, I promise. Cheers for listening. Cheers for making it to the end. As always, make sure you leave us 5 stars on Spotify if you're listening on there, because there are a few of you. I know you're there, and some of you have not rated it yet. So rate 5 stars or bad things will happen to you. Likewise, if you're on YouTube or SoundCloud, I don't know what else to say. All I do in this last bit is beg, so that's the only reason it's here. Patreon.com/belters for dubs and new episodes. Thank you for listening. Don't know why you're still listening, and bye.